All right, it's time for the Kielbasa Festival. Now, if you're a longtime fan or friend, you have seen and heard, or at least heard for sure, about this for a very long time, and now you're going to get to finally see it. This was before the parade. It was technically a 2 day festival, but pretty much all of Friday got rained out. I ended up not going out for too long, didn't really get anything, but I wanted to get out before the parade started, and so you're gonna see. And I mean, you all have seen like the main street in our town. This is the main street. If you've been watching videos in the past, and you could see it is lined with stands and vendors and food and all sorts of stuff going on. And then not long after I got there, the parade started. So let's start to check that out. Started out with the police rolling through, blasting their sirens and their lights, and blasting "Bad Boys," the cops' theme song, coming from their vehicles before anything else at the start. They obviously, for the parade part, they shut down the the main street here. It used to go, so you're seeing the parade going from right to left. Believe it or not, it actually many years ago used to go from left to right. I'm not exactly sure when they switched it, but I was unaware of that because I haven't actually been full on to the Kielbasa Festival in a number of years, just due to prior work commitments and just general. I've been here my entire life, and I don't necessarily want to see it. But with the life changes that I've gone through over the last year, going to a lot of these festivals and things has definitely been a change in my mind. You're seeing the local high school marching band go through now. I'm currently set up inside of the Just Plain Crazy face art tent, as I was helping for a little bit while the parade was going. Believe it or not, there were some people who wanted to come and get their faces painted while things were going on, so I was helping out, but also trying to get a little bit of video of the parade. Um, and yeah, there were some really cool vehicles going by, and it was just overall a really cool thing. They always throw candy at these things for all the kids. Um, Most of the vehicles throw some sort of candy. So if you ever come to our town, and have some kids at the parade time, it goes crazy. You saw the motorcyclists going by, somebody in the inflatable pig costume, some wonderful cars, and even the A-Team van. Yeah, that's right. We have the A-Team van. Nothing like it. I then went out to the actual street, where some of the things are the same as if you saw earlier in the year, where we had the town parade because of the America's birthday and our town's birthday and all of the things. Some of these vehicles and representations may be the same, and that being the case, I didn't necessarily want to have too much of the parade. So you see, I did speed it up here a little bit so you could see going by. So we're gonna check out the parade here, and I'll be back with you in just a moment. it then became very busy time for all of the vendors, including us at the Just Plain Crazy Face Art tent, where I worked for most of the day. You're going to see here in a moment a picture with Mom and the mayor and his wife. Those two are dressed as colonial figures. You're going to see me in a kielbasa cutout. Then you're going to see my lunch, which was peach barbecue chicken bites. Later in the day, I got a visit from an old friend, and you're going to see that now.
So just as I was getting ready to do my walk around, look who showed up. James, you may recognize him from the podcasts and whatnot, as well as his own Twitch channel. Say hello, sir.
What's going on, everybody?
We're going to go walk around and show off the Kielbasa Festival.
Now, one of the things I thought was interesting was James had actually mentioned to me that despite living not in town, but near the town and visiting this town often because, they're all so close together, for a good number of years now, probably more than 10 years or so, he'd actually never been to the Kielbasa Festival. So he even made the comment that, it actually makes Plymouth almost look like something. And I said, we take a lot of pride in the Kielbasa Festival. And so to not only show you all, but to show him as well, I wanted to kind of start at one end. And so you're actually going to see we didn't even go all the way down to one end of it. But you're going to see here where we kind of start at one end, and we're going to go up the way, and we're going to look at a lot of the different vendors and different stuff that you can do and that you can see and all of that. So come for a walk with us as we explore the main street here at the Kielbasa Festival. Here you're going to see a funny face made by James, which actually is included in the thumbnail because I wanted to jokingly refer to this as his first time obviously doing an innuendo there, and I was making the comment about posing for thumbnail faces and whatnot, so he said about doing the Home Alone face, so obviously got that, screenshotted it, and as you saw, put it in the thumbnail there. Now this is actually right across from my apartment here, where the Historical Society and whatnot are set up right here next to the gas station. So sometimes, because it is a Turkey Hill, which is also a couple other names throughout the country, but sometimes they will have like a very large Turkey Hill cow for their ice cream and all of that. They did not have that this year, but you see all the people. Like this is actually, as I said, this is a very, very big thing for the town. To have this, and because I knew I wouldn't be walking both sides fully, you see I tried getting the other side of the street as much as I'm getting this current side that we're on. This is the side of the street where the face painting setup was, but you see, as I said, I'm trying to avoid getting people because everybody doesn't necessarily want to be on camera, although they are out in public, so they don't really have a choice, but I try to be a little respectful. But as I said, I'm trying to get a lot of the vendors that are on this side of the street, a lot of the vendors that are on the other side of the street, and again, some of this you've seen just in regular videos of ours where you see how empty these streets are. And we were getting to the point where James was like, hey man, I gotta get my lady some pierogies. I said, stop at Yogi's Pierogies, which we just went by. So he stopped there, and I got a quick video of myself. He's at the stand right behind us there at Yogi's Pierogies. But you see, I wanted to get a little bit more. You see the R-bar, as well as the Just Plain Crazy setup there right behind my head. So we continued on a little bit down the way, and again, you're going to see a lot more setup, and I'll catch up with you here in a bit. During the setup video, I put how they were setting up the beer tent and the stage and all of that, and considering a good portion of this was my view, because here you see the Just Play Crazy face art tent. You see Ruth and Cassie, you know, showing off, and you know, right near the porta potties, near the stage, near some of the games, all sorts of stuff. But so, yeah, wanted to get a little bit of that. James got his potato pancakes, and he's like, hey, now that I got these, or not potato pancakes, pierogies, sorry. Now that I got these, gotta, you know, get my ride out of town. So he walked up with me the rest of the way, and decided to get video footage of some of the rest of the festival going on. Where we got ready to say bye to James, considering that he was getting his ride back home. But I knew I wanted to, bye James, I knew I wanted to get the other side of the street as much as I could. Now you see, it actually even continued up there a little bit, but I didn't go all the way up there. But as I said, there was a whole heck of a lot. Now somewhere along here was a corn stand. Mom wanted some corn. I told her I would put in an order for it, and I didn't see it, but apparently by the time I got back, I was told that there had been a fight breaking out at or near the corn stand. So I wonder if I missed it or what exactly was going on, but I didn't necessarily see the corn stand. So I'm curious what was going on and where I was in that whole melee. But you see, looks like I'm following these people. I'm not intentionally doing that, of course. But again, you just see a whole lot of stuff set up. Plymouth goes all out. They actually do even have competitive, people. You see a lot of the different food vendors, but they do have competitive things. You know, people come to try to do the best kielbasi and who has the best smoked, the best this, the best that. And from my understanding, it was all new winners, first timers even, some of them this year. So that's pretty cool. Always love to see that because some people have been, submitting their kielbasi for a lot of years. So the fact that not only were there new winners, but first time people were some of the winners for the stuff now. This year was pretty great. You're going to see a couple more stands, and I'm going to go back because it was time for me to get back to work before the sun went down fully, getting the last few faces, and then eventually tearing down the Just Plain Crazy face art tent. But that was the Kielbasi Festival. Hope you enjoyed. Hope maybe you'll come to see us one time in the future. Happens every August. Get in touch if you're interested. And until next time, take care.